with TV. Oh yeah. Unale we pledge with love and loyalty to we sweet mama salute. Now we all come together as well on for tomorrow. Now we go make salute.
Where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Today, na Monday, April 22nd, 2024. We will bring the program come to you this Monday morning. Me na Sapti Kalon.
And Musa Kamara Namiyunim. Inside today's edition of the program Good Morning Salon, President Julius Marabio don't call on people where government appoints, not for use them, position them for seize advantage from people, but for use them for improve the living condition of Salon people. The first time speaker for the ECOWAS Parliament, when an MP from Pujaun District, Honorable C.D. Tunis, don't confirm say the SLPP leadership don't agree for make the Deputy Speaker, Honorable Singapore Solomon Thomas, be the Speaker of Parliament.
The party done the consult the past few days, and we agree for say the Deputy Speaker, Honorable Singapore Thomas, for be the new Speaker.
And today inside the program Radio Democracy, go look inside the ministerial performance contract where the minister then signed this BNTM. What does this mean for the country and how it will help minister them for do them work?
Well, this plus other story them there for you inside the program, plus the head of police media, Assistant Commissioner of Police, where my camera don't confirm say police shoot and kill one Captain John Conte when a one party wanted people in for the November 26th fail coup. A member say inside the program Good Morning Salon, they get to be live on the Facebook page and on Leo Rock. They support Radio Democracy for bringing this program come to you. And from my partner radio station them, they listen we live from Radio Shalom 89.5 na Koinadugu and Falaba districts, on Radio Marlene 88.5, Radio 101.3 na Pujon district, Radio Kolente 90.0 na Cambia, Radio Mwa 105.5 na Kailao, Vopade Radio na Watalo, Voice of Sandona Kono District, Voice of Kaine na Kamakwe on 98.0, Voice of Masoro na Pujon District. The program na Good Morning Salo, you can be part of them by way I will send you a message or comment to the number 077 981 981. And as we tell you today inside this edition of the program Good Morning Salon, we look inside the ministerial performance contract where minister they don't sign this BNTM and waiting this mean for the country. You go know as the Chief Minister David Sengwe can tell you more about the ministerial performance contract. Good morning and welcome to the program.
Good morning, thank you.
Continue with the way.
Inside the program Good Morning Salon, we will start for look at issues. We go say so about 600 students them this year will graduate at the Limconquin Creative University, Creative Technology. They register at the Limconquin University of Creative Technology. Here James don't say, but 50% of them students are with graduate don't get work or don't create job for themselves. He talk this inside one engagement with the university and media, we they talk about this, then graduation we did get tomorrow, we na April 23rd. Well, for more on this, make we join Cherno Jalo.
Graduation now one important ceremony in any student in life, as this is the final peak of the student in academic journey. Now make different institutions around the world can put measures in place for CC and celebrate this particular final last stop of the student at the university in different ways them. Inside last year, the Limconquin University of Creative Technology, being graduate about 900 students them. We make the first batch of students them wait for graduate to this college. After the college, we begin operations sometime back inside 2015-16. As the second batch of students them don't set for graduate, the Limconquin University of Creative Technology don't engage journalists them. We say them go tell them what the plan for this year graduation. During this engagement with journalists, them, James registered Limconquin University of Creative Technology said this year they graduate about 600 students them. Now 5 different faculties them we get plenty experience in the areas them who said they go study.
We are a technical university in which we focus on more practical modules and practical courses. We are graduating from 5 faculties, FICT, which is Faculty of Information, Communication and Technology, with 243 students, and also Faculty of Business Management and Globalization with 139 students, and also Faculty of Architecture and Built Environment with 117 students, and also with Faculty of Design Innovation with 28 students, which are all diploma students. This is our second graduation.
He continues to say because of the kind of quality book learning we need to give to the students them at this particular institution. Inside the last 1 year, we graduate some of the students them, but 50% of the students then they been get work, and this not the same we say for this year graduation self.
But what we do normally, we do what we call case study, because what we do normally is to ensure when our students graduate, they find a place to be. Either they get employed or they create business for themselves. So we have evidences in which in our first graduation, when we recruited the students, we have 62.9 unemployment rates. Okay, upon graduation, we reduced the employment rate by 44.7%. It means approximately 50% of the unemployed students who join us get employed. Okay. In this second cohort, which we are graduating, also we are graduating 655 students. Okay, and we have done a tracer study. Also, we've also found out before they came, it was 61.2 unemployment rates. Okay, now we have also reduced that to 44.4%. Okay, so it means we now reduce it to 14%.
Yeah, James, registrar Komon-Tok University of Creative Technology end up say this year graduation go for happen at the Bintumani Conference Center, and rehearsal for the graduation go happen on Monday. We said the graduation in self go happen on Tuesday, April 23rd, 2023. We're making encourage students them for be part of this graduation, as in say this will give them good experience of the academic journey at the Komon-Tok University of Creative Technology. For the Society for Radio Democracy, me, Achang Chalo, the report.
The program is still listening to the Good Morning Salon, where they cancel you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. As you get from one power headline stories them today inside the program Good Morning Salon, we talk to the Chief Minister, we now Dr. David Senge. We can talk on the performance contract. We government ministers then sign this BNTM with the president. Within this mean for governance and accountability. Now the governance system make we get Dr. David Senge inside the program. Good morning once again and welcome to the program Good Morning Salon.
Thank you. Good morning.
Well, people don't follow national issues go no say the government or president BO signed performance contracts at this BNTM with about 29 government ministries them, which include ministers and then deputy ministers as the case may be from different ministries, departments and agency. Why this performance contract and why and what it mean for national development make we get Dr. David Senge na the program. As we don't introduce now the program Good Morning Salon, we they look at performance contract this morning. For somebody where they listen now, we from the Chief Minister's office standpoint or government perspective, what's in the performance contract and why we get performance contract at this time?
Thank you. First of all, any institution, whether an NGO or private sector or even a youth or a school, you get what they call metrics, the indicator, then where they show how well you do or waiting you for do, waiting that you plan. So first you need for develop plan. And we get with National Development Plan, we come up from the Sustainable Development Goals, we come up from the manifesto, and we've been develop that National Development Plan there. Out of a National Development Plan, when a 7-year plan, you develop what they call the annual work plan, which you do per year. And out of that per year, waiting we as government say from State House, and not to the first we don't do this by the way. One thing we different more that we don't give the public so that the public will know waiting each ministry is supposed to do. But we didn't take that annual work plan there and then put that into tangible. So this you say you want to improve access to water. Now how many water wells they build this year and how much money you spend. You say you want to make sure say you get boku teacher in that school. How many they recruit this year. So now then the nine would they agree on, you they tell we say now this you want to do, and we write then you sign, because that is nine are the commitments we they make to His Excellency and to the people of the country. So they support you for make sure you do that in the performance contract.
Whose role the ministries then play in putting together this performance contract?
Plenty. Now they actually drive the performance contract development. As I say, most of the content come up from the annual work plan, where the ministry and they put on together, but the permanent secretary then meets multiple times for agree on the different activities then where they did it. And then with the cabinet secretariat, that means the people then where they work with all the different ministry then. We sit down with His Excellency back, with all man for say, apart from them they do now on a ministry. Yeah, some of the general thing they want to do, like for say when I forget weekly leadership meeting. Not to all ministry them in the weekly leadership meeting. When I for they get senior management meeting. Not to all. So now we get expectation when I for the cabinet paper then, because cabinet paper now they develop strategy, policy, and thing then wait for they do. So we are or one example now audits. All 10 people then with the people when they do audit recommendation. So we say this time with the different ministry that are accountable for audit implementation. So we get the general managerial performance targets and indicator that are on cabinet policy paper, audit responsibilities, management meeting, compliance on government legislation. All the ministries in the back for raise money. So we get in general one then, they'll get the specific one then with the ministry then set for do.
So in terms of the things that you mentioned, say the ministry then for they do, is it that without this performance contract being signed by each head of the ministry, they may not be aware of the mandate? Or
well, I think say the thing about contracts, it just they make you open it just they make somebody where they remind you saying that this you for do, because it's easy for make me we all emergency then can come and priority then can change. But even with those emergencies, even with the priority changing, we get a social contract with the people of the country. Now in the National Development Plan, we want to make the ministry then, the departments and the agency then, always they remember them social contract with the people of the country.
So now, according to the document, as government in priority area, the 5 big changes start with the Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security when at the feed salon. Now, according to the document right here with we, let me take a step at a time. Waiting the Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security sign up to for saying that this don't agree for ensure say then go work to meet to their mandate here.
So then get this year the thing them would then they focus on plenty, but some they get what they call the feed salon strategy. Inside it, then get the pillar then mechanization, machine them, make sure the inputs then go place them, make sure they increase the number of land under cultivation. But if you they do all of that, then you still need to get post processing. So for example, then say then get for bill meal then. So place beside we then don't harvest, because we know say 2 years ago where we increased Boku land under cultivation, we lost Boku post harvesting products because we're not being get meal for process, we're not being get storage location. So now then they design storage, then they build meal them, and some of them build them are all over the country. Then they do then they ensure say then they give money, cash for work, for development of in-valley swamp then for cultivate crops there in a household then, and to vulnerable groups about $5 million. And they do that, and then they talk about this national soil survey. Often people then you say all this agriculture, that way you do, you don't do survey, you know how you land there. Yes, the ministry we don't do national soil survey. So then they done down there and they publish down there. This is not some of the things then we link to the big strategy, the feed salon strategy, but you get specific thing then like, okay, the soil survey una for dona, okay, the meal una for dona, okay, the storage una for dona, una for give farmer them money for make sure say the villager then we did then able to get the inputs that they need.
So agriculture is a very priority here for government in terms of the thing they would state and sign to. Let me look at how much government will make sure say some of the things they would sign to the ministry will do and providing things that we will make it possible when are the enabler them. Who stage when are they in signing this contract? In anyone will be discuss the area of enablers for let the able meet up to waiting and on sign to so?
So it's a very good point. One primary enabler usually now finance, so budget constraints. If you agree, say if you do something but money not there. Now I make within the contract this time. For the first time, we give the ministry then each responsibility for raise money, then for go count with money, then for go write grants, then for participate, then for go conference, then for go workshop, then for able generate revenue. But also, Ministry of Agriculture, now one ministry where, and me and the minister can talk about this plenty, then can talk to Ministry of Finance, but then get about $300 million in grants. Then they will do plenty. This is not some money we not deal. This is money we they inside we approved over the next couple of years. So responsibility now how for increase the bond rate. Trade some projects then go 2-3 years, they know they bond, they know they spend the money because the different people them now the projects they know they implement. So 3 weeks ago we called in a state house all 58 projects then across the government.
Agricultural projects?
All projects.
Okay.
We get 58 projects. So the value of about $1.8 billion. This is now 1.8 billion. However, now only about 800 million they don't spend. And so the issue will come with, and Boku projects, they don't even know what's in the other people than they do. So in terms of we on role as coordination entity, we bring all mankind together, make all mankind listen to for say, now this the project is about, now this money available, now this we don't spend, now this day we don't left. So we on in terms of enabling, now for support the different ministries and for make better know who's high resources there. Now for sit down with the minister and the ministry and for say you get this money there, how for prioritize the activity, how for spend that. And then to be honest, some money back before coming at the Ministry of Finance, and we can do that if the money stuck somewhere, we can help them for accelerate make the money come up.
Now, as my colleague, let me ask you about one of the government priority programs where in the Field Salon. Of course, everyone deal with the performance contracts now at the studio day before. You look at the issues then under the Ministry of Agriculture, then plenty, and a lot of money. $787,000, $400,000, $300,000. I mean, then couple also is it grants or loan or from government cover?
So it's a mix of all. So most of the money then with the Commonwealth Bank, like concessional loan or grants. But in agriculture, a lot of the money then with the like grants. And then, as I say, governments as well, and this the minister can always advocate, say we not go say feed salon our priority, but we know they increase the budgetary allocation to run. And this year we increase budgetary allocation, we will continue for make sure so they get money.
I ask you this because if you don't put them under somebody in performance contracts and the money now one of the performance enablers them, it's good that the money be available, but if now somebody they give money, it means it depends on the person, the same way they release the couple.
Yes.
Make I ask you, now you don't give minister performance contracts and the money not to salon government and it now from partners them. How well or possible is
it? And bring revenue. But then projects and we then don't see them they do this year, the money already there. So now implementation no more for like
all the couple where they are like
all them projects over there, they get money for it.
So what in the chief minister office do or what in the office of the president do for evaluate some of them and things that we then people are put in them performance contracts? Because I get one particular one we will get for go into we I don't read a lot on we in a sports, a lot of things them we are pick up. Whose role will not play for ensure say their ideas are when people are say this will they do for ensure say we now look at them and ensure say these are something we are achievable, not just a document put together.
Then go now workshop, not to 110, not to 210. The foresight with this common away, all the ministers have them meet with His Excellency. After we appoint then the permanent secretary then get workshop, then the team then from State House go now each of the ministry then. Sometimes we sit down. If you can't tell me say you the build stadium, and I go say, you sure say go build stadium? Maybe I go sit down there. But then if you say, no, I go build stadium. It's okay for be ambitious. It's okay for get a vision where they say for the people of this country, I want to do A, B, C, D. it's not fine for me to be over ambitious, because if you over ambitious and you see something we're not possible, we not go agree. And we do that day. So everything we have something a stretch limit, something we know say go hard to make men and do, but we expect say we impatient as a country for development. Now we could allow them for getting stretch limits then day. And we, your job na State House as well, and we'll support them and we'll give them feedback for make sure so then we're able to do that day.
Okay, continue for day with me in case you just join me inside this edition of the program Good Morning Salon. You listen to the Chief Minister David Senge, where they talk about the ministerial performance contract as waiting this mean for the country in development. We don't take we through the first priority area within the Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security. Continue for day with me inside the program as now inside this edition of the program Good Morning Salon, where they look at another issue outside the President, Julius Maada Bio, don't call on government appointed and for focus on service delivery. We go improve the standard of living of Salon people and not use them, position them for engagement corruption or take advantage from people. President Bill talk this way, be sign the ministerial performance contract with all minister them. For more on this issue, let we listen to Yeno Kabia.
This BNTM, the President Julius Maada Bio been signed ministerial performance contracts with a minister them, where this na documents where the president can make in different minister then sign before international community representative them, civil society and other public servants them. This na for make governments able for fulfill the thing where President Bio be saying in manifesto promise where in take win the June 23 election. Where it be the talk about the ministerial performance contract, the head of the civil service, John Sumailia, been talk about the different things where governments don't put in place for CC, their appointee go deliver.
The Human Resource Management Office has also maintained strict timelines for completion of the annual performance appraisal cycle for junior and middle-level civil servants. With the addition of a robust ministerial performance contract system managed by the Chief Minister, we hope to address the structural and systemic weaknesses in the management and service delivery mechanisms in the public service. We will operationalize a holistic framework through a performance management technical committee that links the individual performance managers such as the Chief Minister's Office, the Cabinet Secretariat, and the Human Resource Management Office, as well as critical partners such as the Ministry of Finance, guiding the performance-based budgeting system, the Ministry of Planning and Economic Development, ensuring synergy with the National Development Plan, and the DSTI in the Office of the President, guiding the most efficient use of the digital tools and applications for performance monitoring.
In K-On for talk about how they will monitor the delivery process.
This coordinated approach will also improve performance monitoring and data collection and their use for decision making. Your Excellency, the leadership of the civil service remains committed to implementing a coordinated framework for a results-based performance management and strengthening measures that improve individual and organizational productivity at all levels.
Inside Komon-Tok, the President Julius Maada Bio being called on the minister for focus on service delivery and forget what's the different title them.
I use this occasion, therefore, to reiterate my call that all government-appointed officers, including ministers, should be more focused on tasks of sustainable nation building to improve the quality of citizens rather than
administrative action on any minister we no go deliver on a ministerial performance contract where it don't sign.
You all serve at my pleasure to assist me in successfully delivering on Sierra Leone People's Party Manifesto promises to our people. Therefore, appropriate actions will be applied promptly and firmly to all those who fail to pay required attention and commitment to effective delivery for the good of our nation. As you embark on your daily tasks, always remember that our collective deliverables will be the legacy we will leave behind. The performance monitoring will be robust, regular, but very supportive. Where there is evidence of wrongdoing, we will not hesitate to institute prompt administrative actions consistent with required sanction regimes as a future of good performance management.
the kind way our government appointees they can use social media and make sensitive government documents them they leak to the public. Now one thing where the president's concerned about.
I admonish all public servants to engage sensibly on social media, uphold the government of Sierra Leone civil service code, regulations, and rules at all times, and avoid the allure of divulging confidential government documents, which has become so common today. While we encourage every minister and official to engage with the public in real time, we must do so within the ambit of the Civil Service Code, regulations, and rules, and fidelity to the overriding national interest. As we take this bold step today, we must once again rededicate ourselves to the principles of good governance, accountability, and transparency.
President Julius Maada Bio will end up calling minister and deputy minister them and other government appointees them for make sure say they work together as one for say they able deliver on the different promise them when it be make to Salon people for Radio Democracy, Kadiari report.
The program is still listening to now. Good morning, Salon. We come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Inside the edition of the program, we look at the ministerial performance contract where President Bio signed with about 29 ministers them this being time. And we don't talk to the chief minister, Dr. David Senge on them performance contractor. And inside the studio now I want to welcome Andrew Lavalier, executive director for the Institute of Governance Reform IGR. We in a think tank organization, we do research on governance performance, and inside 2018 then develop the BO meter for track government's performance, and they promise them we President Bio be making say 2018. See if people have been vote for them, what he do, and also in 2023 election. And this performance contract, they in line with the manifesto promise of the president. Make we get Andrew Lavalley at the studio. We don't monitor this through the BO meter. Good morning and welcome to the program. Good morning, Salon Andrew Lavalley.
Good morning, listeners.
Okay. And we get you in the studio this morning. But before we come to it quickly, we'll go for a short break inside the program. Good morning, Salon. We engage back. Okay, we continue the program according to the technical technicians then. Now we look at the performance contract. As civil society, we do work on transparency and accountability, and also on the track performance of this government through the BO meter. What's in IGR make up of this performance contract?
Thank you very much. I think this now a welcome news, and I go one for at this point really thank and congratulate Chief Minister Senge. For the bold step for let the public know what the minister then for do. For many reasons this is really important, because we they live in a country where so divided. Anybody where they sack from government says no, this is why they sack me because me not this, or they sack me because I not support this. But for the first time, not for say performance contracts not been there. The theory make this different from other processes than before. This now I see all man at the studio pass me one no money, all get the printed copies of the performance contract, and it's online. So any citizen now go, as long as you get smartphone, you go take the ministry where you get interested. If you're in a school picking, you go take the Ministry of Education where you get interested, and just turn the pages and see what's in and get for achieve this year in education. Why this important? This important because for the first time, State House they talk say the assessment of people within the public offices, not to just President Bio, but that assessment they get for to be done by citizens. This important because we need for manage expectation, because you get quite a lot of. I see when I discuss agriculture, when it comes, for example, to energy, we will begin to discuss what you want to achieve in energy this year, because there's a lot of conversation around how this, for example, the blackout in Africa will end, how go address them sustainably. So when it comes to energy, you go clearly see what you can for do about energy this year and how do you manage your expectation. I think so what's really missing in all of this, now what's in at the role of citizens. So for example, if you come to energy, you see the minister, they talk say, I get for reduce the energy loss from 45% to something like 40%. So I get for reduce energy losses. So we as civil society, we can actually jump at that to say, what can we do for let we ensure say we improve energy governance? So they see some people and then are in community, then they see them the thief light. Then they see somebody cut and joint cable them. What's that you roll for make sure say for let energy work naturally, it has to now it concerted for all of we. So for we now this make this important for we. Understanding within how citizens can get for play their role in governance. In fact, that make it's good for that we announce will they publish the biometer next week? Will they publish the biometer baseline next week? And part of the thing will they publish in the biometer, because biometer they actually look at campaign promises. Will they add the ministerial performance contract to the biometer? Because until then you can campaign on certain things, say I get for do XYZ by 2028. So we want to know whether this performance contract, whether then consistent for make sure say those promises could be delivered by 2028. So that make it's good. Thank you very much, Minister Senge, for actually bring this in public domain for us see year by year waiting the government they do about the promises we make, and then promises then they waiting happen now. They don't make the way now into the medium term development plan when at the way the minister.
What's the difference you think say this will make? Because the minister rightly mentions this is not the first time they sign performance contracts.
No, this is not the first.
This one they make public, but they don't sign performance contracts.
Exactly.
Difference to the
exactly. So, like for example, in 2015, we will do what they call the service delivery index. From service delivery index, we come to biometer. So the service delivery index will be to look at the state of services, will be to look at education, health, and sanitation. So you know, so that's when they sack Vice President Samsumana at the time. So, but the services that Kono be way improved past Falaba. At time Falaba don't be there. Past Kwenadugu, past Bond. But what happened in the politics of Sierra Leone, where they sack Samsumana, the mayor of Kono at the time, that mayor, he changed the allegiance, he decided for support Samsumana. Even though services be improved na Kono, they end up for sack the mayor. And the mayor in obligation now for improve services, now for deliver services na Kono. But in politics, not be there in line with State House. So why I did tell this story? I did tell this story because the reason why people in the Ghana government is not how much then they make then they play the politics, but it's how much then they deliver services. I already just know when I talk about Minister Bio, President Bio in statement to make just no way talk say he want let ministers and they deliver services. The whole essence of going into government now for deliver services. So we don't say now this open, it not only open because governments want to make an open. It open because this are the first step for let citizens actually see what do I expect government. So if you didn't have control, if you didn't have bond, this is not a way this for let you begin for manage expectation. This is not to just for say let's see this it's just a piece of paper. Where even able to do performance contracting before now been the agreement between State House and the minister then. People will not be know. But for the first time it's open, and I can continue for say thank you, Minister Senge. For the first time it's really open now. It's open to the public for let the public to say now this and this government want for do now this and this for George Jemba. Okay. So I can always zero in on energy. If we talk say with the reduce distribution losses from 40%, 45% to 40%, if fine for law begin to discuss as civil society, even as media, what do you do? What do we need to do about reducing distribution losses? When we receive this performance contract, some ministries and where they work with, I just say this contract is our contract. Because the civil society should not be measured by the number of blasts we make, by the number of radio station broadcasts we make. It should be measured by how you engage that ministry there or that sector we work with, and the results we they achieve in that sector. Because we actually use radio or media, as an additional tool follow make sure say sectors then who they work with then deliver on the mandate.
So looking at the performance contract, the previous one them to this one, apart from the fact the previous one them not they be made by the public, when are the difference or which you notice where you think say this will really speak to the reality of which all minister they don't sign to?
I don't know what's in the design.
But you don't follow the trend of
yes, yeah, because I don't know because it was not public. So I cannot speak to them. Like for example, if you see in 20, this is not to SLPP and APC business. This even within SLPP, remember as you don't have this studio in 2020, we publish a paper we say the year of delivery. That will be the paper entitled where President Bio say 2020 a year of delivery. That paper was titled the year of delivery, but where are the performance indicators? Now inside the studio we sit down with the dissect. Say you want to achieve this in agriculture, you want to reduce food importation, but where are the performance indicators? So me they just see, are they actually join this process for say, let every citizen, as long as you get a smartphone, this is not just the booklet we are available to now. As long as you get a smartphone, you can use this now for say, this sector where I get interest in. Now this and this will get for deliver. That culvert where they be saying they build up Consolo, they may build on this year. They are citizens with a begin for manage expectation. We need to do that because resources then limited. In the context of really limited resources, what you want to do, when they prioritize, So to me, I think
people not involved in corruption.
Not enough. Okay. Not enough at all.
Waiting next will be done.
I think so some of the things that we need for actually do. Let me get me wrong. It doesn't mean because everything like the performance contract is right, but one of the things that we would need for congratulate government for the first time that they actually put on a public domain. It's quite brave for say, then the colleagues there they work with, Lord judge them by this. It's quite brave for let government and do that. So it help for address corruption because we begin for assign budgets to results. So sometimes the people they get budget, but you don't even know what they want to do. But if for the first time you talk say this waiting I want to achieve, this is not the result. And one of the things that we actually need to analyze over and beyond this, when you look at toll road, you look at Boku projects them will get, you see say some of them project then we actually do analysis on them. Then project then they come up from private sector and they come up from private entities mostly based abroad, they can be overpriced. So inside the performance contract, as civil society, as a media, we actually need to go sector by sector for we begin critique, even the budget for them and then.
Okay, continue for stay with me in the program. So, Andrew Lavallée, Executive Director for the Institute for Governance Reform, IJAR. We're in our think tank. We work on governance and also performance. Then they report on the BO meter we then developed 2018 for track present BO in performance based on the manifesto promise them. Continue for stay with me in the program. Good morning, Saloon. And we still get Dr. David Senge, Chief Minister. Now the studio they talk on them performance contract here. But we don't start for look at sector by sector. I don't know if not coincidence this morning we carry performance contracts open on energy, but we can look at sector by sector and look at that sector the performance contract be open upon we in the energy sector. But now we look at the performance contract itself signed with ministers and deputy ministers. Waiting go happen in a situation the minister will sign performance contracts, President Bill relieve them of duty.
It's a very, very, very good question that I make this time, unlike before, not to the minister no more sign. The minister then signed, the deputy minister then signed, and the permanent secretary then signed. The political head, but in deputy then did it, in permanent secretary did it, in CEO did it. If you know the one, President Bill don't talk this now for we job as ministries, as government entities, and for deliver services to the people. That means the all man. But I would just want to mention, I think we colleague now mentioned, say if you get smartphone, not a smartphone anymore. The other day I go to SYZ. I carry go the physical paper and SYZ. I give people their snap, they me and people in SYZ they talk. Everybody and we they print plenty and give people them. Now we job for take and go to the local council. One me party we all in one group now council on now what's seen who they can monitor me online, but waiting government for do. I take her, I say, yeah, you take this performance contract, go now what see, go talk her that you cancel. Show you people that you cancel. When you go on radio, go talk her. It's not just citizens or ministries, but the councillor the mayor because as you say, location they the money they go talk say that this nine government. What they say government that yes, we wouldn't have the executive, but now all man. The other day somebody mentioned say I forgive this to the leader of government, be to the government business leader and the opposition. But yes, we go layer the parliament so that they know this, because if the thing they would inside this contract here work, not so President Buena Modi Gladi. Everybody in this country I will see that impacts this. So yes, it is online, but we also get for take and go all side. So the people then will take ownership of it. That are the transparency, the accountability with President Buena they talk about.
Now, looking at the issue of contract and looking at the issue of performance enabler, plenty ministries them we mentioned that the ministry department and agencies them year after year in budget discussion, they can tell you, see, we're not able to receive half of waiting we've been present to Ministry of Finance as we budget for the fiscal year under review. How this performance contract or which difference this will create for ensure say them ministries, departments, and agencies will get their allocations there, where them for do them, because everybody gets the projects them way they don't plan for implement and the money we tax to them, but receiving the fund now a very serious challenge. Which difference these contracts they make for ensure say then get the money where they need for implementing projects there?
I've been on the minister before, so Mr. been on the right platform for me projects and for Ministry of Education. The thing about ministry, then get money or they don't get money and finance and who that they blame, not to saloon problem. Any side we go. In fact, last year we'll go the spring meeting for education, because last year that be a major thing for the transforming education. We get meeting where the Ministry of Finance and the Minister of Education then cancel on a World Bank for talk about how for finance and make sure say the education commitments and we'll get finance. There are two general parts to this. We put here and say each ministry get responsibility for bring money. I mentioned still like agriculture. Agriculture get $300 million in grants and loan. Yes, to government money, but then self need for improved your utilization of budgets. We owe under 50% of the existing budgets there or finances have been spent. So many people then now the ministry then do the work they need for to then self get responsibility. But at finance, in particular, then self get responsibility for accelerate the implementation and delivery. Not to, and now this part you see inside Ministry of Finance, they talk about digitization. A lot of it too now than paper based and paper the laws. Then go don't take pets from today. They not see it tap and post in place. They'll get for more fala. So digitization now will get for increase that efficiency there. And finally, now revenue. And you know, all team and government connected. As a government, we get bird's eye view. They see all team are emergency for you. But we as government that they see emergency, but we need for solve across multiple. I mentioned about NRA yesterday, and people they vex. Say, oh, why make that? Not to blame. If for make Ministry of Finance give money, pay salary, pay bills, pay subsidy, they spend millions in subsidy for energy. For me, we pay that subsidy day in energy. We need for generate revenue. Yes, EDSA actually don't increase revenue collection. Money collected increase. But where it cancel with the money they do for solve all these things we want for solve. For make sure say light day, for make sure say water day, for make sure say road day, for make sure say we pay salary, for make sure say all of that is government budgets, will get responsibilities.
Okay, continue for
but on the thing about if we as citizens also get the role for play for make sure say the thing there with government already they collect or waste the government for collect. We for help government for make sure say reach government for increase the revenue we'll get so we'll deliver better services.
Okay, well that's the voice of the Chief Minister David Senge with the inside the program today as we look at the ministerial performance contract where Minister they may sign this painting. Waiting this mean for the country in development. The reason why I'll get them at the studio. Inside the program, Good Morning Salon now, we go for a break.
UTB, Union Trust Bank, the game changer don't come. As we the lead, others they follow. And just with your mobile phone, you go transfer and receive money with ease, speed, and safety. UTB don't make it possible for collect money na ATM machine without the ATM card. Now that we call cardless ATM. You, the UTB customer, go send money to anybody and deposit and collect the money na any UTB ATM panel without any ATM card. All it can do now for just enter the reference code and collect the money. The UTB copper in safe day. With this UTB copper, any UTB customer can transfer copper with a mobile phone to anybody up to 5 billion loans. And with the reference code, the person can go to any UTB branch and collect the copper. Union Trust Bank, we there for you.
The program Good Morning Salon they continue. We will bring this edition come to you this Monday morning. Minas up to you, Kalon.
And Musa Kamara Namiyunim, if you just the January member say they listen to Democracy Radio 98.1 and also on our Facebook page and also through the partner community radio stations across Salon. You can be part of the program by way you can send text message to the number 077-981-981 or go on our Facebook page and drop your comment on issues that we will discuss inside the program. Today we will talk to the Chief Minister on performance contracts. President Bill signed with 29 ministers, them this BNTM and deputies. And also we get Andrew Lavalley inside the program as somebody within the work on governance and also don't monitor President Bill performance through a manifesto promise we then call the BO meter. The program Good Morning Salon they continue. We continue to look at more issues. We take one power headlines to raise them. We go say last week letter come out from the Speaker at the House of Parliament, Honorable Dr. Abbas Chernobundu say he resigned in position as Speaker in Parliament. From that same day, different name them don't they come up, but would therefore be the next speaker. Well, for sake of this, the first then speaker for the ECOWAS Parliament, we na MP for Pujaun District, CD Tunis, don't confirm to Radio Democracy say the SLPP leadership don't agree for make the Deputy Speaker, Honorable Singapore Thomas, be the new Speaker of Parliament. CD Tunis explained more to Michael Sambula inside this interview.
Well, definitely, I know saying on the social media continuously for say there's a tussle between Singapore and myself. It doesn't the deputy speaker. But the bottom line is that, as I always talk, we party decisions nine paramount. The party done the consult the past few days, and we agree for say the deputy speaker, Honorable Secretary Thomas, for being the new speaker. I don't communicate that with all the caucus leaders in the parliament, but we must abide by the dictates of the party. And for me, the party unity is more important than any individual ambition.
What about the point where people get this notion that Honorable CD Tunis, they don't get like an agreement, say as Dr. Abbas Bundu, they step out, then I they come in.
All these things are important because no rule, no day for say, for example, me the most senior person in parliament, me for be the immediate successor. No rule, no day for that. The bottom line is that I believe in the leadership of my party, and sometimes when decisions are taken, at that time you could think, say, oh, well, this is not the right decision. Maybe it should have been the other way. But as they go down the line, they find out say the decision where the leadership take are the right decision. So in this particular case, I strongly believe, say, we should all abide by this particular decision and support Honorable Singapore Thomas for the speaker and get all the support for make it succeed.
Firstly, when this decision come for Honorable Thomas as the next speaker, we say the party choose, when they get to you, I be feel.
For me personally, I'm a member of parliament, and I believe, say, leaders not ever go wrong because they don't try before. In 2018, everybody refused to be speaker. In 24 hours for me to be elected, the decision was changed for me to be leader of government business. And then I know everybody know what happened after that. So sometimes the leaders and they see far. Sometimes we the only concerned about what did they happen tomorrow. At the moment, a lot of my colleagues in the parliament, they would say, I know Tunis, if forbid the speaker, everybody in the country would say Tunis forbid. But then the leadership, then they see far. They know we know they see what then they see. That's why I always talk say for abide by the decisions of the leaders.
This rumor don't come out say based on the issue we come out regarding the ECOWAS member of parliament issue. We on that also fail some of the decision.
Mohamed Bangura issue has nothing absolutely to do with it. Nothing.
Okay, Honorable, now you don't left the ECOWAS Parliament. You have been the leader of government business. And after that decision, the government say, okay, since you go to the ECOWAS Parliament, stop for be the leader now. So now you don't left the ECOWAS Parliament, you no more not to the leader. So what you going to do now in the Parliament?
First of all, before ECOWAS Parliament, before the leader of government business, me people then elect me for be a member of parliament representing Pujan District for represent them. So I will continue to represent them. I'm going to seek for a genuine dialogue and reconciliation in the house. We want to make sure, say, the APC and the SLPP then work together as Sierra Leoneans. Yes, we all belong to individual parties, but I really want to see a situation where we will get genuine reconciliation in this country. And that is going to be in parliament by the help of God while I'm there.
Right. Honorable, now you talk about the decision far from waiting leader than the think can get that vision. So people not for able for judge decision where leaders they take because they get a bigger vision and they see far. This far where then they see you think they connected to the flag bearership where many people don't they put you them to for succeed President Bill 2028.
First of all, in my opinion, it's very, very early for even talk about flag bearer business. At the moment, we all for the support President Bill for succeed with the Big Five game changer. And I strongly believe, say, President Bill has done extremely well now in first term. We have serious issues at the moment in the country. We have the issue of youth employment. We have the drug situation, the kush. We have so many bread and butter issues. For me, at the moment, we all for the support President Bill for succeed in whatever he is doing at the moment, for make sure, say, the successes and what he get during his first term, we will repeat them now. But one thing I can assure you 100% is that SLPP will never, ever elect a novice as flag bearer. We are going to elect a battle-tested leader who cut across Sierra Leone.
I think, say, now this kind of person, SLPP could pick for flag bearer 2028.
Because it's very clear, President Bill, I have worked with him for a very long time and very closely, and I still they work with him. And when you sit down with big man where they talk, his vision is to see a united Sierra Leone. He wants to see everybody for live together in Sierra Leone. We'll not forget flag bearer. We probably only known in Kenema or in Bo. No, it got to be somebody who acceptable and easily sellable. That I know for sure. That's how President Bill is thinking, and he really wants to see this country genuinely together.
The program Good Morning Salone continue, and you've been listening to the first time speaker for ECOWAS Parliament. We are MP from Pujan District, Honorable Sidi Tunis. They confirm to Radio Democracy say the SLPP leadership don't agree for make the Deputy Speaker, Honorable Sengepo Solomon Thomas, be the new Speaker of Parliament.
The program
Good Morning Salone they continue to go for short music break. We can continue.
Country slow, we want for no. Why not they grow? Yeah, we want for no, Wait till make we country they go slow. Wait till make it all they grow. Yes, so I can for sure. Yes, I can for sure them thing them way they make we know they grow. Say now we they like one. If I they try for go before, I beg go. Do ya not make us slow? No. If I try for raise the tempo, do ya not make them low? Yes, so if I try for go before, I beg go. Do ya not make us slow? No. If I try for raise the tempo, do ya not make them low? Yes, so before they do them, thing now we go make we glad, thing now we go make we happy, thing that we go make we country laddie daddy.
Well, say you don't get the message out of that song the way Tim and Wahid do for we team them where they make we gladdy. Although inside the song you say the country slow. Chief Minister, I just listen to that song there. What do you make up of farming, especially in the area of saying the country they move fast in terms of development?
No, I think say this as the sing say for they do the thing where they make we country gladdy and thing where they make we country laddie daddy, and now we all responsibility for make sure say we work for Salon.
You know you're either side there?
I hear it all side, but I just say as I say we need to work together for make sure say the country gladdy and laddie daddy. People, I mean, say people then with the plan bad, people then the wish bad team, people then with the go call scores, people then with the go call White House or Senate for left them team, and they because they make more country go before.
Okay, now so the issue of the performance contract. My colleague will ask you about consequence or waiting will happen if minister then fail for do waiting and don't sign up to. But one thing we don't say among minister and deputy now, where most of them not can work as one, proper coordination or can they can fight against themselves. How this performance contract been signed, just like I stated by minister, deputy, and then permanent secretary, will really speak against that.
I think it's essentially is the point. Say not to minister no more. So minister no they go say, oh now me be sign though. So that means say that me, now all man sign. And President Bio can always talk about the minister and deputy minister there. But again, maybe like this, me a positive person. We can focus on the minister and deputy minister, the one they work fine, but also can look for sure the one they work fine. Minister of Youth, where not they in office now, deputy minister and the user. Anything with minister of Youth they do, where in no day in deputy they do and fully. Excellent relationship we then get. So we get where I've been there as minister of basic education, I've get 2 deputy. Where are not they or elect at themselves, the deputies they do always they do. You get many examples of good relationship between minister and deputy there. Yes, in any side you can get first relationship between some leader and other people there. But I not can elect for always focus on the one we know they work. They will forget say plenty other good things and do the work and plenty other relationship there. But you, as you say, the purpose of this now for make sure saying a collective responsibility. Minister, deputy minister, permanent secretary, all man.
Okay, continuing for the with David Senge, Chief Minister. Inside this program, we bring Andrew Lavalley, where they are for talk on this issue of the ministerial and performance contract. According to you, we emphasize on the issue of popularizing this contract so people will really know what in each minister stand up for in terms of service and delivery. Where you look at this particular performance contract, also you think the government for put more emphasis so that this signing go speak to the reality. At the end of the day, we will see changes and improvement. What you think say they need for the force for get them right with all the one way they don't sign between a minister, deputy, and then permanent secretary?
Thank you very much. I think say also important. Now I make all 29 ministries then with them holding all important. And I want to let family know say development na a journey. And a journey will get a starting point and a destination. Normally, waiting we can complain about whether in a APC, in a SL people, whether northern or southeastern, na the means of travel along that journey. But we all want to get clean water. We all want low picking and go to good school. We all want to get better health care. Waiting this contract don't do, this contract they talk say, in clearly na so government want do them. And they not make them confusing for say, now what so I want to do in 5 years. It say this year na so I want do them. Waiting me they encourage government for do, now for make sure say them break them down, let look at councils and get them performance contract. Because it's not for ministers. But the Ministry of Local Government for ensure say, through the chief ministers in office, for ensure say local councils they actually get a performance contract. Because that's in the if me they controller, I know say now this council will get for make me culvert this year. I know within our entire base we they begin to complain about culvert because we know say that culvert day it may happen this year and it happen next year. But now we begin for actually get a conversation about waiting now with development because resources are limited. But now get a conversation about waiting we want for do. What they talk about accountability, we within a civil society, we now within the media, we talk about the accountability. If I follow discuss accountability within the framework of waiting we want for do, waiting governments want for do. I think say too often, this is not government performance contract. This is not the opposition the performance contract again. Because when you go to parliament, I see just know when they read something about parliament, we can see conversation between SLPP and APC too often, can focus on policy. But I'm glad I don't know if this whether they get for lay this document for letting debates in a parliament, but I find that minister where they go to parliament now for oversight. We can talk, say we all can say no, they can put for them parliamentarian there. Let that minister they know say now, me I get me deliverable now this and this I get for deliver. You now go begin to set confusion at your ministry. Or you now you go begin to waste money, say I go waste money per oversight. So clearly, I can continue. I don't know how many times I don't say this. I can continue for say thank you to Minister Senge, because this really, for letting them put this in the public domain, is a big mark of strength for say, no, this is why I love see now how government, sector by sector, they are going to be assessed by the ministers. I see Saptu ask a particular question about consequences. Suppose year one, this policy are not actually deliver that. Year two, the policy back not deliver that. I think the chief minister there. What's going to be the consequence? If this policy are year in, year out, you get your own performance contract. This contract here in order between you and President Bio no more. This now it don't swear oath. Now it don't swear oath. Say I get for deliver services. For the first time, government talks say that service we don't see have oath for. Look at now, let the public the assess you now. What if you don't do it? Yes, sorry.
They can look at these documents proper from Munayum's standpoint. But to go for short break inside the program Good Morning Salon, name na Andrew Lavali, the Executive Director for IGR. The program Good Morning Salon, they continue.
Why you dey worry yourself for fly? Or whose plane you go fly with for give you all the comfort where you need? Well, all this don't tap. Africa largest airline, Ethiopian Airline, where they fly now over 130 destinations around the world from 31st March 2024 to Freetown via Ouagadougou, Addis Ababa to Freetown, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Freetown to Addis Ababa, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. Contact +232 33071071 or 32 Main Motor Road, Congo Cross, Freetown, and www.ethiopianairlines.com. Ethiopian Airline, Africa's multi-award winning airline, done ready for fly you with Colat. Ethiopian Airline, the new spirit of Africa.
You get one life only. We get one life only.
You dey look for master sabi people wey go handle you motor insurance for you? Well, let you worry down, because the Sierra Leone Insurance Company, Slico, wey na one of the leading insurance company in Sierra Leone, wey dey near and all side of the country for over 30 years now, na the right place for go for you motor insurance. Slico, they insure you motor car na computer, and quick one, you go get what you want. And they get three kind of motor insurance within the offer. One na third-party insurance, third-party fire, and theft and comprehensive. So if you dey look for insure you motor car, bike, keke or truck, Slico will insure them for you with Colat. Slico, the head office, na 68 Sana Street, opposite Edward Street. And then get location dem na Lumley Turntable, Aberdeen Turntable, Kiama Road by Lodge, Wilberforce Botomango, Duazak Junction, Pademba Road Licensing Office, 132 Kisi Road near Licensing Office, Upgun Turntable, Kisi Shell before Echo Bank, Wellington na PMB, Regent Village Junction, Joy Junction, Waterloo 55 Junction, 170 Sarah Road, Bo, 42 Magboroka Road, Makeni, and Kamaratong, Upper Shelmingo, Nakenema. We make a total of 17 locations within Salone. Or you go call on 074 4044 or 075 5055. So choose Slico today for your motor insurance and get peace of mind. Slico, go they want it.
The program Good Morning Salon they continue. This time inside this program, we take one of the headline story them. Outside the head of police media, Assistant Commissioner of Police, Brema Kamara don't confirm say police be shoot one Captain John Conte, we later die. We be one after we police be arrested for sake of allegations say now one of the people will be planned in November 26 fail coup. Well, for more on this issue, we listen to Karifatu Conte.
November 26, 2023, action will take place na Freetown, na the Wilberforce Barracks, Moriton Military Barracks, Pademba Road and Cochrane. Aside from 2 o'clock na night to 10 o'clock na morning. Serious gunfiring be dey go on at dem place here so. And around Santem, information wey comot from government na that some people want for overthrow President Bio and take over the government. From that same day to now, police don arrest plenty people wey dem believe say get hand for do with this alleged failed coup. Police don charge some of them people also go court, and as police still dey arrest people wey dem think say get hand for this alleged failed coup dey carry on. Now for sake of this make the Salone police don go update the media, but the recent arrest dem wey dem do for sake of the alleged November 26 failed coup. The head of police media, Assistant Commissioner of Police Brahma Kamara, talk more about the arrest here.
Today we want to talk about one intelligence. This intelligence will lead me to a number of arrests. And the one that we arrest ex-serving members of the military, some still the way they serve at the military, and the arrest will be from Tuesday 16th to Thursday 18th April, or we want to say between Tuesday 16th and Thursday 18th April 2024. Some of the people that were arrested, so the day I don't want to be one of it, will be involved about July 23 incident and equally so November 2023 incident. We all know lots of versions will take place. One day will be July 2023 and the other one will be November 2023.
ACP Brahma Kamara continue say police been shoot one Captain John Conte, wey be later die, wey be one after wey police be arrest am as one pan the people wey government dey look for sake of the alleged November 26 failed coup.
So one among the people that arrest where we don't want to wait that day, we don't put public, we don't put wanted notices. It's not the wanted notice so we put we first stand on mountain where they don't want to wait, we don't defend them. We Captain John Conte. And so once the way pass, the police be able to go over, starting the eye, says alone. Attempt for escape. When I say attempt for escape, hit the police officer, then jump over the vehicle, but then pursue follow up, and at the end of the day, wait for the arrest them. Before they arrest them, because we disable them, shoot them. So we arrest them, even after they don't shoot them, they sign up for security hospital. So why is it taken to hospital? He passed away.
Plenty concern wey we comot from the media na that na how police can shoot suspects them and then can end up die. Na for sake of this make ACP Brahma Kamara be explain about the rules of engagement.
Section 16 of the 1991 Constitution. Make am very clear say who be that? We not get to take them away like very clear. For the same 16 they tell you say it could be reasonably justified one in the circumstance of insurrection or prevent the escape of prisoner like in the given situation or protect this man or me or this other person from that other person there. So these are some of the circumstances. You know, somebody we don't be where you from, they don't say the other guys, they don't go police or pull you or they do with you. I mean, just out of compliance. So don't neglect. Nobody expect certain things.
ACP Brahma Kamara end up say police they continue with the investigation for sake of the November 26 failed coup. For the Society for Ready Democracy, Mina Karifa to consider the report.
The program is still listening to now. Good morning, Salon. We can to inform 98.1 FM. And remember, say you they listen to we on the internet on www.democracy and also on our Facebook page, the view live, and also 98.1 and 2 partner stations. Then you can send a text message on the number 0779819181 and also on our Facebook page. Ask about any concern we get for sake of the performance contract to get the Chief Minister at the studio and also get Andrew Lavali for discuss the issues there. So, Chief Minister, we come to this document again. I get the SLPP manifesto 2018/2023 and also get the performance contract. I take one sector, we in the energy sector. Somebody will ask if something within the manifesto from 2018-2023, the government still not deliver on them, and you put on a 1-year document, how realistic that could be for deliver on them inside 2024? Hello. Also, we get the energy sector utility reform project.
Page 15.
These are some of the page 15.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so that means so that they plan for make a move, then they plan for with the engage private sector, with the engage investor there. Even though we the bring our investor for say can for put turbine here. Now we go from 1970 as a country for bring our investor. Now we go for do plenty thing then. That means say because they're not been done doing the last 5 years, they're not for still try this year for go bring our investor for put turbine inside Bumbuna. So not a bad thing say then this year commit say they want for look at the expansion of that Bumbuna day.
Not only Bumbuna, at most of the projects them and the performance tracker for energy now one way in the manifesto from 2018. Some of them transfer to 2023. Make her ask if something where they inside 5 or 10 years documents, can they inside 1 year performance contract? How realistic these things like this could be for achievement?
Okay, so might explain something as well. This document today before that is summary document. Each ministry get an expanded form of document. We also they make available to them. So if it's say enhancing the Sierra Leone Energy Access Project for the cost of 65 million, a World Bank project, the mission they in town right now. So the question then becomes for the enhancing Sierra Leone Energy Access Project, then goal for 2024. That then for sign and approve that project today, where they go on. Now that's then for make sure say then kickstart the PPA, the project preparation agreement, and various procurement activity there. So yes, inside you just see an enhanced Israeli energy access project. But inside the your specific ministry, not the summary, you get the detailed activity what they do for this year.
We they cancel messages up to you, Calon. We don't send on 077981881 also on Facebook page. But it's good that we they talk about performance contracts for the energy sector. What did they happen to the light situation now, the capital city in particular right now?
I'll tell you, say His Excellency, even last week, get emergency meeting with the energy sector. Today, we continue that day, and this is a priority for His Excellency. Yes, energy is a perennial problem we don't get at this country, and I will tell you, say His Excellency and the entire government, they work really, really hard for make sure, say we go fundamentally solve this problem. Yeah.
So, what is the current status of that area in terms of the agreement between government and that of the car power ship?
So, government or car power money.
What is the exact amount, please?
I think about $37 million. And so car power, they produce about 65 megawatts. Then reduce to 6 megawatt. And now, between last week and now, they don't increase.
Yo, take 1 minute of silence for picking the one of the four seat at all. All because so man say the one we don't go inside tap the lock. I say you send this big imbo. Finally, a come to reality, man. Me good friend. Honorable Abbas Bungu no more. Now me good friend, man. I always remember him for him video. What you they do? Me, not Honorable Akabo.
From Wakabot, the program Good Morning Saloni continue, and inside the program now nothing follow take message the Musa.
Yes, of course. When I don't send messages them on 077981981 and also now Facebook page, plenty messages them on the Facebook and also now 077981981 line. The very first one where they take now from Abdullah Mustafa. Now Facebook page, they say, I have just carefully read through the performance contracts for two ministries, agriculture and energy. Those details ambiguous stated for delivery within 12 months with high level of transparency and accountability shown on the performance contract is truly a new dawn for our government officials. We have never been informed as citizens of the number of ongoing funded projects in each ministries. Budgetary value, key performance outcome indicators. In few pages, I am impressed that I can easily reference and hold ministers accountable this level of information updated is truly commendable. Thank governments for leading in this direction. Going forward, we are all hopeful.
This other message from a Facebook page from Mohammed, they say the Chief Minister's submission has been explicit. The performance contract is a way to ensure productivity and efficiency in governance. It's a way to go.
This one from Supercaps now, Supercaps Food in our Facebook page. They say, Mr. Chief Minister, can you outline the parameters government used to assess the performance of ministers when most ministries do not have the required funds to run their ministry efficiently and effectively? Example, the Minister of Energy and Power.
Another message here from a Facebook page, they say, why government not go buy their own power ship?
Okay. And more messages from we Facebook page and also with 0779819819. This one say, why has government not been able to buy? Okay, now the same message on our 0779819819. And this one say, Mr. Minister, please be informed that schools cannot perform if they could not get subsidies from second to their third term, from Sobama and our Facebook page.
This other one, they say, how long does it take for ministers to face consequences if they fail to adhere or to meet what they've signed to, Chief Minister?
Okay, this one says, what do the Chief Minister mean by stretched limits? Is he talking about draft, which is a sketchy ideas, intention, purpose, proposal before final decision is taken?
Another message says such documents should be made public to all Sierra Leoneans, as these are the things we're going to hold each government ministers accountable for.
This one, they say, Mr. Chief Minister, how about those ministry wherein the ministers don't give responsibility to their deputies and see them as threats? As a result, delivery become low. What will be the consequences? Again, how can the public know about the result of the performance contract? And it is that sacking of appointee is based on the contracts.
This last one I will take, they say, with reference to the performance contract tabled by the government, is the government aware that the artificial turf project included as part of the variables, especially to the Ministry of Sports, funded by FIFA, as part of development project? And why is the government again funding the same project? I'm being curious to know who funds the government or FIFA.
This one say, how to say car power ship be right? You say then they shut down, Chief Minister.
Okay, Musa, because of time, you get
more
another message.
More messages, plenty messages. I think this one say Joseph Pine Bailey in our Facebook page. You say, Mr. Minister, please tell EDSA that we don't have light in scan drive. Not so all the scan drive, plenty side and not get light.
Okay.
And the last one for me for now, because of time, they say both. Okay.
Well, we'll come over to you, Chief Minister David Senge, for response to the message then.
Thank you. I'm always glad for engage with citizens them on governance, because now we responsibility now for tell citizens and we side with they and for listening to them for tell we side we need for improve. We not get for buy other car power ship, but waiting we want now would they provide long-term renewable energy solution for this country. Yeah. And then they include, say, we go for investment solar. We just see last week, DFC, the US government, don't give loan for 108 megawatt energy generation plants now. Then they alone pass how much car power ship they give. Car power ship, I said they give about 65 megawatts. We as a country now need, we energy demands 120 megawatts also, but we ambition for go 300 megawatts, go 1,000 megawatts for production. Government, they look at private sector for do that there. In terms of minister and deputy minister, then we say leadership weekly meeting. Parts of it, the way you meet with people, the way you talk with them, then they improve their performance. And in President Bio, so this performance, you know, the colleague here when you talk about local council, if you listen to on the day, John Sumaila, when I'm head of cabinet secretary, I talk about individual performance contracts and even the ministry then. So we they take this and cascade onto the council then, and cascade onto the ministry then, and the individuals as well. Then our ambition, and they already synchronized. And good suggestion on the point about parliament. after we talk, I don't make notes. We go officially send this document to the appointment committee chairman of parliament, because now they appoint with parliament and executive and judiciary different. So this now on the executive. This is not public information, so any MP can get but as well, I will take this officially now. Thanks for your suggestion. I will send her to the appointment committee chair. The parliament, so it will get done there. In terms of funds, whether not government money or not grant or not loan, or all the parts of the national development plan. The national development plan now include government money, include development partner money, even though we get a shortage of about 2 billion, I think, inside with NDP over the next 7 years. But we continue to raise that money through with partnership, through private sector, through revenue mobilization. On energy. The other day, I talked this. As a government, as me, as chief minister, we take responsibility. We're sorry. Because where I say we're sorry because enough fine will make my business and citizens then go without these basic amenities. An apology to the public? I gave a public apology and I'll do it again. We're sorry for allowing for make this happen. But with the Giwi word say over the next couple of years that we bring a better and permanent solution with the address with basic fundamental energy needs. That did not take away from the fact say with the expand the grid, with the extend renewables, with the bring energy to other communities. They know they take away from the fact. They also know they take away the pain what people then feel. But I want to assure people and say His Excellency, the entire government, they work very hard for make sure we solve the problem. And we also take responsibilities.
6,000 capacity where government need for expand, self not a part of farm. As a result, the national football team Leon Star always they go to neighboring country for learn feed.
I'll tell you, we'll go China self an official state visit. When I've been really successful visits, and we'll talk about that another time. President Bill and President Xi Jinping explicitly talk about that stadium there. The problem now that the stadium renovation will be happening, now be include seats. And if you not get seats, they will play FIFA there. And so the solution then with the technical people then with the bring if they can't screw seats there, then say the stadium go weekend. You know, one more get crashed at the stadium. So one part the solution then we'll get down now. If we not put seats safe on all sides, we do a third of farm with seats. And then they evaluate now. We self want for make that stadium they done and it go done soon.
Before I come to Andrew Lavali, quick text message. They have tried to reach out to Chief Minister concerning a project that will put an end to light theft, but no avail. Their current monitoring plan is costly and not working. Mine is simple with a forecast of over 500% revenue generation and zero theft. That's a message way for TikTok.
May that post in this.